What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just...
Going for a big play right off the bat. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Gator! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Creates a little room. Oh, out of space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's
loose. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Judicials will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Breaks the tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Sends it back in motion. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Judicials line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Off-play action on first down. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Might be calling a hot route. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Sturdivant. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They've got the screen set up. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The option look. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. These DBs going to give a little cushion. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the judicials come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on second and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the defense... this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Looking down the left side. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick spin on the run. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. He might want another play. Turning on the Jets. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Judicials. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Gatorz sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him. You
can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Jones to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Daniels. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Gets the back moving. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job. Another play.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Judicials.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Wiggles free. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to take off. Got it inside the 15.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, get me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely center cut. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hard running there.
No gain on the play. Now, a 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They give it to him again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown, Judicials. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 17.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On the move from inside his 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, it's Ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go right back to him. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll go to the ground. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Judicials can really attack on this second and short. Trying to turn the corner on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Judicials are flying down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback now breaking the field. First down and more.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Judicials come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's third and goal and third and long. Motion from the back. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
All right, let's get it. Right.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might be changing the route. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Loss of 2.
The Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So now it's second and long. They'll run the option, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Gators decide to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Coates. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Judicials with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Judicials. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Judicials with the 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock stops, and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. This is a designed run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes it past the marker. It's a seam wide open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Using his legs, it's Webb. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked.
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. Completes it in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Judicials back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Judicials. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that